about is the attachable iPhone 5 lens. Now this comes in at $6.69, so it's the most expensive item on this list, but it also comes with 3 different lenses, being the macro lens, the wide angle lens, and then the fisheye lens. Now this is probably the coolest gadget that I got to use. It attaches on the corner of your iPhone 5 or 5S without any tools required. The lens you use depends on how you attach it. On one side there is a macro lens, which is actually pretty small, and this lens lets you take pictures of things really close and get some nice detail in there, and you can see on screen now a picture taken with that macro lens. On top of that macro lens, you can screw on the wide angle lens. As the name implies, this lens allows you to get more in your shot. On screen now, you can see the difference between how much you can see with and without the wide angle lens. Both pictures were taken from the exact same spot. And lastly, on the other side, there is a fisheye lens. Now personally, I do not love the fisheye effect, but it does what it's supposed to do and does give you the effect. So the next product I want to talk about is the transparent HTC One case. Now you can get one of these for just $1.39, or you can pick up 3 for $3 because the more you buy, the cheaper they are. Taking a look at this case, there really isn't that much going on. The simplest way I can put it is that it's a thin piece of clear plastic molded to the shape of the HTC One. And while that doesn't sound good, it's actually great. It weighs less than 10 grams compared to the HTC One's 143 grams, which basically means that you can't tell if it's on or off your phone weight-wise. It's also pretty thin, which is nice because too many cases these days turn your phone into a brick. One thing that I really like about this case is that when you place the phone face down with the screen down, the sides of the case, the edges, lift the screen just a little bit off the surface. Now this doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it's actually a very valuable feature, because say you drop your phone face down or something, the majority of that impact will be absorbed by the edges of the case before it even touches your screen, which could possibly save your screen. Although there is one negative thing about this case, and that is because it is so thin, the edges of the volume cutout for the volume rockers are a little bit flimsy, so they could break, but if you're careful, I think you're going to be clear. And the last product I want to talk about is this stylus. It's only $2.99 at focalprice.com, and you can choose to get it in the black or silver variant. When I received this stylus, I was a little bit skeptical, but taking a look at it, I was very surprised at the build quality. Instead of the cheap plastic you would expect from anything at a $3 price point, it's actually made out of pretty solid metal. Now, no matter how hard I try, there's literally no hope in bending this stylus. That is much better than my other $5 stylus, which I can bend in half with just a little bit of pressure. Build quality aside, it works like it should. On any smartphone or tablet, it takes very little pressure to register and is fairly accurate on the device. I also didn't love the hexagon shape of the shaft at first, but after using it, I've learned that it makes it very easy to get a comfortable grip with, much like it does with a pencil. Your pencils are usually 4 or 5 or maybe 6 sides, so it works on a similar principle. So for $3, you get a functional stylus with impressive build quality, and with normal use, this should actually last you quite a while. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments which accessory you like the best out of the attachable lens, stylus,